All right, so Donna Brazil, she comes out and she does her thing. She's really advertising for a book. She pretty much outed Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Hillary Clinton. So the painting of this is, as she states, and as commentary from others have stated, in a nutshell, the DNC was in a kind of a bad off spot. Barack Obama, who has to do a solid for Hillary, gets his pick of Debbie Schultz in there. Schultz is in there and kind of just messes things up. They're starting to hemorrhage money. They can't balance anything. So Hillary Clinton, who has the money, who says, I know how to get the money. And well, she does. And Schultz does her bidding, and Hillary ran the DNC pretty much top to bottom. She controlled the DNC. So, Debbie Schultz was basically a fall girl. She did her job. She did it poorly, but she did what she could. She was just as corrupt as anyone else, or she's just that way. Hillary Clinton. Now, she's not corrupt. That's the thing. People have to understand. A lot of these people are not corrupt. They just have money. They have power. They can get away with it. And that's it. Just like, I know I say this a lot. I know it's insulting, but just like a child, just like a baby, a toddler, a teenager, you do what you want to do. You get away with it. You're happy. You don't get away with it. You get caught. You're pissed with not yourself, the one that catches you, the one that disciplines you. And that's what happened. So with the DNC practically bankrupt, Hillary is funding them through all of the money she's gained and is gaining, and they have to do her bidding because that's who's paying them basically. And she uses the DNC as basically a money laundering cash cow. And they all do. They all get the money from the DNC. What people don't go into, what I think needs to be said, is this. These people, they do the bidding because of who pays them. They're underfoot, but they're getting paid lots and lots of money. So they know how it feels to be at the mercy of someone. Your entire paycheck, career, and whatnot depends upon if Hillary Clinton and her big donors is going to fund money to your organization so you can get said money. That is what was happening. And yet the DNC is painted like victims. They're painted like victims, as if, well, we had to do what she told us to do because we didn't have the money. So think about that. That should spark a little empathy, shouldn't it? No, it don't. The whole idea of Justice Democrats, wolf-pac.com, is a two-pronged attack. First and foremost, 28th Amendment, get money out of politics. Get that amendment passed. That's wolf-pac. That's it. wolf-pac.com. Justice Democrats, stage 2 of this whole front is to remove the shills, the greedy, the establishment, the corporate Democrats, remove them and replace them with what's called Justice Democrats. Basically, all it is are Democrats who will campaign and not take corporation money, big donor money. But what did the DNC do? After being underfoot by the queen of the establishment, what do? After being underfoot, they push out the Justice Democrats in there that were forming. Anyone who supported Bernie Sanders or Elizabeth Warren, gone. Simply gone. Pushed out by Tom Perez, which is Barack Obama's boy. That's basically what happened. All right. The DNC barely had anything, got the money from the establishment necessarily weren't happy with it from Donna Brazil's account of things. And their response to this is, as much as we hated being underfoot, we're going to push people out of here who are trying to get us from underfoot, who's trying to get the country from underfoot. So their best way to end this tyranny was to prolong the tyranny. This means the Justice Democrats need to be there. They need infiltration. Yes, I don't think it's going to work. I mean, I said it from the beginning that I don't think it's going to work, because how do you uncorrupt a place that is completely corrupt? It is so corrupt. It's just the way of life. It's not even corruption anymore. That's just who they are. And you're going to send people in there and they're supposed to not become corrupted from their pledge to take zero donor money. So they're pushed out. They didn't even get corrupted. They just got put out. They got thrown out, tossed out. I mean, the nape of their neck and the seat of their pants, they got thrown out the door. That's what happened. So what's going to happen now? We got nobody in there. You know, there are people running, Justice Democrats running in roughly every state. They're running. You just got to find them and you got to help them. So, you know, check in with the Young Turks, check in with Secular Talk. They are updating basically in real time when they get a new Justice Democrat. So keep a watch on them. Go to justicedemocrats.com. They should have up their current pledges and candidates and whatnot, and they just want $27, $3, or whatever you can spare, and that's not much to ask. You know, at the end of paying all of our bills and stuff, if we got a little money to spare, we're definitely going to donate. That's just what we do. If we can't donate, we'll definitely. I'm going to look for. I need to go. There's supposed to be a Justice Democrats of North Carolina, so I'm going to look that up on Facebook and see what they're all about. But this whole Donna Brazil thing, she outed everyone. She told the truth on everyone, supposed truth, that is. Seeing as she's the one that lied, she's the one that was giving Hillary Clinton the damn questions to the debate. She was leaking them, and she lied. She told Jordan Sheridan, basically, you're crazy. You're just working for Young Turks. You're not here for anything important, and you're wasting time. And then later, she's like, you know what? Yes, I did do that thing that I vehemently denied, and so she came clean way afterwards. Now she's coming clean because she don't have a job anymore. She doesn't have anything. So she's got to promote her book. And if you get someone that's going to out the DNC like that, that's going to out Debbie Wasserman Schultz, who's going to out Hillary Rodham Clinton, then you got everyone who loves Bernie Sanders mainly because they hate Hillary Clinton, or they love Bernie Sanders because they realize who he is. And they're going to probably buy that book just to read the juiciness of everything and hope that others get buried. But the thing is, this Donna Brazil's coming out telling the truth about this. If this is the full truth, because it's got to get contested at some point. But if she lied to Jordan Sheridan, that's on camera. That's her word, and she lied. Who knows what she's lying about in this? Who knows what she's going to lie about in her book? I mean, I ain't gonna say once a liar, always a liar, but once a liar, it's hard to expect them to tell the truth. So take it, I guess, no, I usually don't like to say this, but take it with a grain of salt when you read her book, if you go buy it. I'm not going to buy it because damn that. And there's no need to. I think that at the end of the day, what needs to be done is for us to recognize we need a third party. But you can't have a third party without uniting. I think I'll just do that in another post, but we'll talk about it anyway. There ain't much I can do, but I mean, we need a third party. The DNC, I say let them fall. Let them crash. Then all you have left a Republican Party, but then you got a void. And there is always going to be something waiting, chomping at the bit to fill a void. That's when you get another party. And you hope that party, once it's ushered in, others try to squeeze in too. And when they're trying to squeeze in, you hope they just get accepted. You hope the rules get changed. You hope that other candidates can pop up. And just hope for the best. That's all we can do. Hope for the best. Strive for the best. Take advantage of this moment. The DNC is, technically weakened. They're just a money laundering system for the elite. They have no idea what it's like to be anything less than rich or wealthy. Despite them being underfoot the way they were and manipulated and controlled, they have no idea what it's like to be us. To be us on the ground, the common folk, the ones that are suffering at work or at home, whether you're stuck at home or not. Those who are so sick but can't afford medical care because, well, they don't have the money. Because medical care costs money. It don't cost time. It costs money. So maybe we'll get someone, just as Democrats, the Green Party. Maybe there could be something else that arise, galvanize the people and work hard to get a fair, honest, balanced, transparent election. No scruple, bull crap, scandal stuff going on. Just straightforward and honest. An election where someone can have 3 million plus popular votes over the candidate and they win, not lose. Hillary, she should have won the presidency. She, going on numbers, she was obligated to win, but she didn't. I didn't vote for Hillary. I voted for Jill Stein. And if I could go back and do it all again, I'd vote for Jill Stein. If I could go back going what I know now of Jill Stein and how mostly the Green Party is and how the DNC and Hillary and all them are and stuff, would I vote for Trump? No. Would I vote for Pence? No. Would I vote for Hillary? No. Would I vote for Jill? Yes. Because like I said before, she won the tournament. I'm not running. I don't know anyone else who was running that was viable in terms of just being known. Not viable as in their damn numbers or how much money they put in. I mean, just being known and they are running and allowed on ballots. Jill probably would have won if she was allowed on the ballots. She was not. She had to be a write-in. And in some places they said, if you write Jill Stein's name in, your vote, this whole thing don't count. So you had to go Trump or Hillary. That's why we need a third party or to let the second party crumble. This basically 0.5 of a whole party, because the DNC and the RNC are basically one half of a whole party, the corporate party. And the other parties they're the second and third parties. Basically the Green Party, they polled I think a little higher than the Libertarian Party, but right now the Green Party would be the second party and the Libertarian would be the third party. And if in your areas you see the Libertarians they polled higher or whatnot, then they're the second party and the Green Party would be the third party. Either way, the corporate party of the DNC and the RNC, they need to be done with. Their time is over. It needs to be over right now. People need to wake up, stop voting for them, and say we vote for who we want to vote for or we don't vote at all. There's one way to get a revolution going. Well, that's all I got to say. This is Sedrik Cannady for Comparative Reasoning. Thank you for listening.